Sure. There. Now I've got both of our voice. I don't have yours. Okay, now I've got both of our voices too. Okay. Okay. Then here we go. Okay, so you did the fill out the spreadsheet, right? You've
Yes.
been able to do that one. And so I'm going to get rid of that. Oop. So you were able to find the diametral pitch, the number of
Yes.
teeth, the ratio, and you put something in. Then that's great. So let's take a look at what the next thing is. And you're going to put that,
Mm-hmm.
all of your work gets done here. Here's your executive summary. Okay. And you see there's places to put things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And that goes right here. Here, calculations.
Mm.
Okay. So this spreadsheet right here, you can go, you can make a snip of it
Mm-hmm.
and copy and paste it
Here.
right to there. Okay. And then
Okay.
you would want to put, you know, these little images don't show much, but you would probably want to put like an annotation that lets somebody know
Mm-hmm.
data derived from an inventor assembly using the spur gear design tool. Now somebody would know
Yeah.
what was done, right? And I know,
Yes.
I've looked at your presentation, so I know yours will look much better than what I see right here because you do a very nice job with your presentations. Um,
Thank you.
but that's where this one goes. So it's maybe this one is maybe not as clear, but these are your gear calculations.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to undo that. I'm going to undo that so I don't ruin my template.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the first thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want to actually draw these, you want to draw this. You want to make this drawing.
Okay.
Okay, and here are the inventor files to do it with. And that one is that one right there. So it's
Mm-hmm.
that file that you make this drawing from. Okay, that file holds this gear and this gear. So do
Mm-hmm.
you remember how to make a drawing from an inventor?
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So let me just see if I can um, do this really quick. So because you need, it says it's a B-size sheet,
Mm-hmm.
and then this might not be something you remember how to do to make this little table.
No.
Okay,
I think.
then let me do a demonstration. I'll get into VMware.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have Inventor on my computer either. So I do
Me too.
everything through VMware, and I figure it makes me do things exactly like our students have to do, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have to struggle with Inventor just like you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to open Inventor, and it'll take just a moment. And this is good because I've had 2 or 3 people request how to do this. Okay,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
they asked me to make a video, so this is perfect. You're right here, and I
Yeah.
can check as we go. Okay, so here we go. I know it takes a while. I'll start working. And I'm going to open, right? You'll have to download it and have it available. But I've already got it. That's the wrong class. It's designed 330. And I've got it all over the place. I think it's here in my sample assignment. No, not where it is. It's in here, reducer. Now I have to find out where it is. There it is, right there. Okay, so you'll have yours downloaded somewhere where you can find it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then once it opens up, that's just the gear module. So now I have to actually make a drawing of it. So the way I go about doing that is I find the assembly right here, spur gears, and I think you can see that on, and hopefully you can see that on the video I'm making too. And I right click and it says create a drawing view. And I do it in Inventor. And I'm going to use the template. The template is not the right size, but it's okay. And so there it is. And I'll start with that view and I'll just say okay. Now there's a few things for me to change. Do you see how this is a D size drawing? And my example is a B like in boy size drawing. So I need to change this sheet. So I'm going to right click on the sheet and edit the sheet and say I want a B size drawing. And I want to do one other thing in that edit. I want to make sure that it's revision A. Because that's what it says on my thing. Okay, and then the other thing is, so I can move this for now. This thing is too big. I don't need, see how it says I'm using the large one? So I'll right click and delete that one. Open my drawing resources. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. And open my title blocks and just put the regular one in. Double click. And see it's the right size. Okay? And at this point, I can fill it in. I double click on the A. And I can fill stuff in, but I go to this little summary tab and I start filling it in. You know, the title, I don't remember what I said. Gear set, module, 4-to-1. I don't remember what it said, right?
Yes.
And my company is DESGN 330. And in my project, I have a part number, which I don't remember what that was either. You know, you'll type something in there and the revision number is A. But that's how you get that done. And then it all shows up. Okay? So that's how we start there. And then under annotate, I can put in the revision block. Click. And I want by letters. And I can just go put that up there. And then I can fill it in by double clicking on it. New. Right, and you'll just have to read what I did. You're basically copying my drawing. Okay, now I've got this. And let me see, how big was it supposed to be? That looks like about the right size. But now I need these ones. And this gets a little bit hard. So if you can only get one of them, that would be okay. But I'm going to show you how to do it if I can remember how. So the first thing I have to do is place a view. and it's the projected view. There it is. Right click, create, and then it's too big and it's in the wrong spot. So I'll right click, edit the view, and I'll make it 2 inches to, oh, wrong way. See how I always do that? But that's the beauty of it. You just go, it was 1 to 2. Okay. So I've got one of them. Now getting this other one is pretty hard. Right? How do I get that other one to show up? Well, I need to find a rear view. So I can project this one, and then I can project that one. There's my rear, there's my opposite side view. See, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And let's see, which one do I want? So I'll just take, I'll take that one. Now here's the really weird part. I don't want to see this one. And so I need to actually hide the view. And I got to remember how to do that now. Now I have to remember, how do I hide that view? I might have to go remember how to do that. Well, I can move it off the screen for now and bring this one back over here. There, I'll have to find out, I'll have to remember how I did that. But this one also becomes 1 to 2, right? So now I've got 2 different views of it. And it's okay if it's not in exactly the same orientation. It is. Actually, it's in the same orientation. Okay?
But this is, yeah.
So now I've got those. So I'm pretty well set. My only thing is I got to, but I can plot this view and that'll be okay. Now I have to put my annotations on, right? And I can find center point to, right? Center point, right? And then if I need to do something, I can check my precision and tolerance. So these are all of those things that I think you'll hopefully remember how to do.
Yeah. Yes.
And, you know, these go to 3 decimal places. So these are all those extra things to do. Okay, so that gets you started. Let me see if there's anything else. So this is just text. It's a leader.
Yeah.
Text, it's a leader. Text, text. So that pretty much gets this one done.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So just the strong, or we need to
No,
do more?
you need to do that drawing, the pinion. It's actually all 3 drawings, and I want them in AutoCAD. So we're supposed to spend about 15 hours a week on this class. And so I figure this one will take about half an hour to an hour, half an hour. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of drawing. And that's pretty good. 6 hours of drawing. Now, if you don't have that much time, make sure that you get this drawing done in both Inventor and AutoCAD, and get this drawing done in both Inventor and AutoCAD. And this one looks hard, but it really isn't. It's, you know, it's the same type of thing, right? It's a couple of views. Do you remember how to make a section view?
I think so.
Okay. So yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a section view. Do you remember how to put in do you remember
Table?
how to put in these
No.
okay, let
No.
me I'll demonstrate it. I'll just do a whole new one here. So now I'll
Yeah.
open for gear 1, 2, and I'll make a drawing of that one. Okay, so I go to the top, right click, create the drawing, front view, and I'm going to have it as 1-to-1 because this drawing is way too big. So I have to go through all that again.
Yes.
Okay, because I have not given you a template. If you remember how to make a template, you can do that. But I figure that that's part of what you're supposed to know how to do. Okay, so there we go. So there's that one. Now I can make a section.
Oh, section.
Come on,
Okay.
find my midpoint. There it goes. Oh, but I did it all wrong. I hate it when I do that. And I think I need to start kind of out there. Right click, continue.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it up here. And then I double click. I don't need to see all that. And I'll talk about this more as we go on. I don't need to see that little signature
Yes.
because I'm seeing it down here. And I don't need to see the whole line. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's say I've got a piece of text that tells me all about this gear. I'm typing all about the gear. Okay. And that's what that is. And you can put in the lines and you can put in everything else. The trick is, how do I get those symbols to show up? So the symbols, it's called feature.
Yes.
So I click feature control frame and I put it right underneath. Sorry, and I should have double clicked it.
It's okay.
Double click, and then all this shows up, and I can start doing those things. I think I said, I don't remember what I said. Round, 1, and then, cylindrical, whatever I wrote on there. And then I probably put an A.
Okay.
And that's how you just have to copy what I put down there and then just stick it right underneath. And next week, we'll be talking about what some of these mean. I just want to make sure that you can put them on there right now.
Okay.
Now, let me do one other thing that might not be obvious. There's this little thing right down here. It's just a table, and this is just a table.
Yeah.
But this is a parts list. Okay, so I need to make sure you know how to do those. So from annotations, you can put in a general table. And how many columns were there? There were 2 columns. I think there were 5 rows. And you just build it up right there and start filling it in. Okay? Your parts list is made from the parts. Why is that not letting me select a view? There it goes. And then it puts in kind of a standard parts list. And I got the wrong thing in here. But do you see how that matches up now? And so,
Yeah.
and you can make parts of it bigger and smaller it's a little bit of work to make that one look right. But that's how you put this one in and how you put this one in. And then you already know how to put the revision one in. Alpha A.
Yes.
And so it's just some work, but I really think for me, took me about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm going to expect you guys about an hour.
Okay.
It's my hope.
So just oh, that also. No problem. So just a quick question about AutoCAD. It's we should draw it or we can
Yeah.
download.
Yeah. So you just draw. Well, so you can just download it and you
Uh huh.
can make the drawing. But in my version of it, I just like did a simple 2D drawing and made a very simple version of it. If you
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So if you want to, you can just open AutoCAD and start drawing some circles. And
Mm-hmm.
I gave you in the videos
Uh huh.
how to do it right here. And it's here's another part of our design.
AutoCAD.
See how I'm just drawing circles?
Uh huh.
And
So
that's all the gear looks like. Those are all your normal.
what about dimension?
Yeah, you dimension it so it looks like the other one, but
Uh huh.
you do that in paper. I mean, I think the dimensions you guys have down pat. Center mark the whole thing, right? So I just showed you how to draw the gear itself.
Uh huh.
You could, if you want to, you could use the Inventor model to create the gear and do it like you know. That would be absolutely fine. But I want to make sure that all of our students remain comfortable and practiced in AutoCAD. Because otherwise, it might be, you go out to get a job and they want AutoCAD and it's a year and a half since you've done AutoCAD, right?
Yeah.
So, so I want to make sure that everybody gets practice in AutoCAD. How you do it, kind of up to you. You could use
Okay.
the model I gave you.
Uh-huh.
For instance, here, you could go up and do another one. And let me go do one of the other ones. Let me say I do the other gear.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I wanted to do that one in AutoCAD. So if you wanted to, you could just open up an AutoCAD drawing, right? And then it's sort of like it's going to be in CAD format, or you can open AutoCAD. You could actually open this with AutoCAD, right? You could go to AutoCAD and import this and do it. So I don't really care how you do it, so long as you're drawing and annotating in AutoCAD, not
Okay.
in Inventor.
Okay.
Cool?
Good. Yes. Thank you so
Let
much.
me see what else is on here. So this is a lot of work all of a sudden, right? I tricked you.
Yes.
There's the spreadsheet. How about the material parts? Have you seen?
Material. I didn't see.
Okay, so and so this is kind of like just a material log, and
Uh-huh.
so I went and I did all that, and I wasn't going to leave it in there, and I did. I'll go take it off. Some people have had a little benefit. Still had to do some of it. That's what happens. I get going and I do a demonstration, and I forget to take some of it out. So this one, and I made a video about this one too.
Okay. Yeah.
And so this one is just fill it out, take a snip, and that one goes on the material list,
Yes.
right?
All right.
Gear drawings, you should on your driven gear drawings, that's the big drawing, you should have an Inventor drawing and an AutoCAD drawing. And on the pinion, an Inventor drawing and an AutoCAD drawing. And on the gear set, an Inventor drawing and an AutoCAD drawing. material list, and then gear nomenclature. You just find a picture of a gear and
Mm-hmm.
and show it. So like I think I did a little demo that you can look up parts of a gear
Yeah.
and just
Mm-hmm.
that's just something you got off of the web.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And gear design standards, that's just you looking something up off of the web. Okay? So there is a
Mm.
lot of
Yeah.
work. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
This class has a lot of work, but I think it's all stuff that is as you get going, next week it'll be faster and the next week faster.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
but
Right.
this is a 5 unit class,
Mm-hmm.
so you're supposed to be in class 6 9 hours. You're supposed to be in class 9 hours a
Yeah.
week and then have another 6 hours of homework.
Homework.
So you're supposed to have 15 hours of work. So
Oh,
um, so I just set it up that way.
oh, okay.
Cool.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Okay.
that's helpful a lot.
Okay.
Thank you
I'll
so much.